When it comes to the movie Mumu, it's one of those films that's going to bring you to tears, especially because of the father-daughter relationship that's at the heart of it, but and also the fact that the title character, as a child, is ingrained in the deaf community and sees her father struggle and grows up to be someone who becomes an advocate for the community that raised her. But to expand on that for the summary, Mumu is a young girl, about 7 years old in the film for the good part of it, who has been helping her father, Xiao Ma, with getting jobs and so much more, and has not been going to school. Her mother, who has not been in her life for a good 4 or 5 years, comes back around and she tries to get custody of her to kind of force her to go into school and have some type of normal life. Xiao Ma is trying to keep custody, so those two end up in a custody battle that leads to high expenses that cause Xiao Ma to get into a very complicated scheme in order to make some money to afford all these bills that are piling up. Now, in terms of the review section, straight up, this is a movie that's going to make you cry to the point you may have snot coming down your face. And on top of that, it's because of not just the struggles you see Xiao Ma go through as someone who's trying to get a steady job, who's dealing with the fact that a lot of places don't carry an interpreter. Like when Mumu has to go to the hospital, there's no one to walk Xiao Ma through what happened or if Mumu's okay, and just the anxiety and thoughts behind that, you can kind of imagine how rattled he is. But alongside the struggles, there's also the joy of having a community, as we've seen in movies like Coda or shows like Switched at Birth, and just the beauty of having access to your people, and it's kind of being almost instant because they speak the same language you do, they understand what you've been through, and really the only sort of negative thing you could say about this whole movie is the fact that as much as you get invested in Xiao Ma, you only get bits and pieces of who he is outside of a father, and even less so of how he was as a potential husband, how he was as a husband when he was married. And that could possibly bug you a little bit. But outside of that, Mumu is definitely a palate cleanse kind of film that really pushes people who have the audacity to say that they just keep recreating or remaking or whatever the same type of film. This is a film that is something that should be highlighted, that should be pushed out there to show you that it's not true. It's just you have to look beyond what is getting all the marketing dollars and mainstream attention to find something that could really remind you that movies are still thriving. It's just what people assume is going to make money is the one that's getting all the prominence and attention.